come slaughter up here because you notice how he's always Dapper Dan, he always dresses This is my good partner. We talked when we started this, wow, it's almost a long time, two and a half years ago. I said, we really get interchange fee? Yeah, we'll get that. I didn't believe him. He did it. It was only going to get better. The man is all about the social impact enterprise of this. We want to let everybody have this banking platform so that they can participate in Finmo banking. My good friend, Peter Rancie.
As long as you want. As long as you want. We're here. We're here.
Yeah, 1 o'clock is kind of what we scheduled for, but we can stay around.
They gave me 2 minutes. Am I a banker?
No.
I'm not a banker. Why am I not a banker? Not only is it hard, it's boring. Hanging out with bankers is like watching paint dry. It's like watching grass grow. It's boring. It is difficult. So I call the other people the bankers and I do the fun stuff. I don't have a speech for you. I have a couple of things to say, but not a speech. What we are trying to do with Transact Card is hard. Can you imagine that? We're trying to change the world of banking. We're trying to change the world of e-commerce. We're trying to double people's buying power. We're trying to increase the savings of people who don't save. What we're trying to do is actually quite hard. And so we better have some grit about us to see it through to the end. So let me go back a couple of places. As I said, I don't have a speech, but I have a couple of things to say, and I think that the why that you have and the why that I have and the why that Richard has are what will make the difference. I want you to be clear about your why, and I want to be clear to you about what my why is. I'm not a banker, and yes, I'm a marketer, but at heart, I'm a husband and a father. They are the only things that really matter. And whoever your special ones are, then they're the only ones that really matter to you. If we help you make a little extra money, then awesome. If we help you make a lot more money, then even more awesome. But relationships matter, and the people that are close to us are the things that matter most. So my mother tells me that when I was 4 years old, I was out with her. She was going somewhere or other, and 4 years old, still not at school, and I clambered up the steps onto an old bus. And some gentleman, as I got to the top of those steps, said, "Hello, and what do you want to be when you grow up?" And my mother says, I can't remember this story because I was 4, but my mother says that my answer immediately was, I want to be a dad. For those of you who struggle in relationships, I feel for you. I've got some children who've had that kind of challenge, but for me, I got lucky. I met my wife when we were both 18. We weren't married for a couple of years, but we've been together over 50 years, and next year we celebrate 50 years of marriage. So by my calculation, that tells me that I'm almost the oldest person in the room. Who wants to make a claim to be the oldest person in the room? Okay, help the youth. On?
I'm 77, I identify as 40.
Okay. One is 40 years old, so he doesn't count. Who wants to make a claim? 80? All right. I got a few years to catch up to you. But here's why I'm bringing...
How about 92?
92. Awesome. Here's why I bring it up. I knew what my why is before I came in. I knew who I was before I came, and I know who I am now. And there's nothing that we can do in terms of success and growth that will change who I am and what my why is. And there's nothing that's too hard in the journey ahead of us that I'm not willing to do consistent with that why. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yesterday, some good people who flew in asked us if we were trustworthy. And I'm kind of answering them. Where are you? There you are. If I ask you to trust me, then maybe you shouldn't. But I want you to know why I trust myself, to see this through to the conclusion. Because I knew who I was before we began, I know who I am now, and I know who I will be at the end of the journey. And so I can trust myself, and therefore I'm happy to stand alongside Richard and make the commitments and promises that we have towards you, because it doesn't matter how much money we've put into the process and how much energy, your money and your energy and your hopes and your dreams are the things that we value and that we're prepared to honour, because we know who we are and that's what we value. I haven't been to Auschwitz, Richard, but I have been to Dachau, and I've been to many other places in the world there where you can see evil at work, where you can see trauma at work, and we're determined to be part of the good side. I'm not interested in black hat, white hat conversations, but I am interested in what energy we put into helping people to double their buying power, helping people to solve problems, having a social impact organisation that's here to make a difference and is committed to do whatever it takes to complete the work that we've undertaken. I know what my why is. Do you know what yours is, and will it take you to the end of the journey? I hope it will, and I hope we'll see you there together at the end, not just at the beginning. Thank you.